Welcome to Meet Your Neighbor, the podcast that highlights the people and stories that make Westbrook Village a truly exceptional community. I'm your host, Steve Marilla, local realtor, neighbor, and proud member of this vibrant community. Each episode, we sit down with residents to learn about their careers, life experiences, and what brought them to Westbrook Village. It's a chance to connect, share, and celebrate the unique journeys that shape our neighborhood. Thanks for tuning in. And now, let's meet your neighbor. Today we meet Curt Burckhardt, a country boy from St. James, Minnesota. He raised and sold rabbits to cover his first 2 years of college. While at Macalester College, he also wrestled and only lost 2 matches his whole college career. Curt built a successful real estate business and was one of the first to buy in Westbrook Village, back when homes were still being built. Now, let's meet your neighbor. Hello, Curt.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, just great.
Well, good. We're here at the Vista, so there's a little bit of background noise, but we don't mind. So you typically today is your National Beer Day.
Right.
And you have that every week. Now twice a week is National Beer Day?
Yeah, Monday and Wednesdays.
Monday and Wednesdays? So we're both from Minnesota. And where'd you grow up in Minnesota?
St. James, down by Mankato.
How'd you like growing up there?
Great.
Was it pretty much country back then?
Yeah, I was, my parents had a farm out in the country. And, as you're going through high school and so forth, I was an unpaid hired man.
Sure.
And one of the things that's unusual about me is that our neighbors raised rabbits.
Really?
And my brother picked up on it. He's older than me by 3 years. And then when he went away to school, I picked up on it. And I raised about 500 rabbits.
Really?
Over the years while I was an undergrad in high school.
Yeah.
And that paid for my first 2 years of college.
Oh, really? Wow. And you would raise them for meat or for
both? The meat, yeah. We'd sell them to the super value in town for $1 a piece.
Oh, really? $1 a piece?
Yeah. My dad would butcher them and skin them.
Okay.
So they were, looked like a chicken that's going in the broiler.
Yeah. Wow. And the grocery store used to carry rabbit. Do they do that anymore?
Yeah, they had good demand for it. People got to the point where they really liked it. Huh. And they'd come in and say, when are you going to get the next rabbits?
Really? What did it taste like? Was it like
chicken?
Was it like chicken? Like dark meat?
Both.
Okay. Huh. Have you ever, random question here, but have you ever ate squirrel?
Come again?
Have you ever eaten squirrel?
Nope, never have, but I killed a few.
Yeah. Oh, me too. That was the funnest target out in the country. Yeah, for sure. So you're in St. James. Then where do you go?
I went to Macalester College in St. Paul because that was they were heavily marketed to the church that we belonged to.
Sure.
And so I went up there, basically didn't waver, although I had an opportunity to play football for either Nebraska or Colorado.
Really?
And my brother was playing for the University of Minnesota, and he was struggling with trying to keep from getting hurt.
Sure. Yeah.
And he was a dental student.
Yeah.
And the coach came up to him a couple of years into it, and he said, Maury, you got to decide whether you're going to be a football player or a dentist.
Really?
And he said, sayonara. He left.
Really? He didn't,
he wasn't likely to make it into the pros anyway.
Sure. So did you play any college football? Macalester didn't have a football team, did they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Did you play there?
No, I was a wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I only lost 2 matches in 4 years.
Really?
Yep.
How many did you have? More than 2?
That's we had a really good team.
Really?
Yeah, I won the conference every year.
Yeah.
And we had really a good group.
Yeah.
And that's where I met a guy by the name of Gene Nelson.
Gene Nelson.
He was a retired, he had graduated years earlier.
Yeah.
and he liked to work out. So he'd come in there, and he saw me because he was a big guy.
Yeah.
He was bigger than I am now.
Okay.
And so he needed somebody to work with. And so he says, well, if I come down here, I says, will you work out with me? And I said, sure. So we got to be good friends.
Huh.
And he's the one that got me into real estate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
he was a realtor.
he was a realtor?
Yeah.
So when you say workout, not wrestling, you guys were lifting weights?
Wrestling.
Oh, you were wrestling. So
Yeah.
he wanted to stay, keep his chops in the wrestling.
Yeah. Well, you just try different holes and so forth.
Sure.
You don't really
You're not going all out.
Try to win. There's nothing to win.
Right. Yeah. That's what, yeah. Wow. That's interesting. So he was in real estate and he
was
said,
in
hey.
real estate in St. Paul. And it really had a major effect on my life.
Really?
Because he kind of guided me into what I should buy for my first house.
Okay.
And ended up looking, and I was using other realtors at times as well, and he'd come over and look at them, and he'd say, no. He says, well, let's look at the numbers. He'd look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers didn't make sense.
Sure.
And he had a formula, and finally, 3124 Park Avenue.
Yeah.
In South Minneapolis popped up.
Yeah.
And it had 3 elderly ladies that lived upstairs as renters.
Yeah.
And it was a great big old mansion with a circular stairway that went up to the second floor. And all.
Oh, really? Nice.
And generally, it was a beautiful house. And, of course, we were just married. So all we needed is 1 bedroom on the main floor.
Sure. And you're just starting out in life?
Payment on the mortgage at PITI was $254. Wow. And the rent from the ladies upstairs was $255.
Oh, really? What'd you do with that $1 every month?
Bought a Coke.
Yeah. Oh, back then you could probably buy a 6-pack. Yeah. What year was that?
Well, let's see. I graduated in 1963.
Okay.
And so that would have been in 64. And we lived there for like 3 or 4 years.
Huh. And did you like South Minneapolis? I'm sure it's different than it is today.
Yeah, it was a minority area. And it was kind of at the beginning of the era where people didn't like to be in the minority neighborhoods.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And, we were probably the lowest paid people in the whole area
Sure.
because they had all been there for a long time and all nice people. We had a good time.
So you owned that house for 3 or 4 years, and did you buy it as an investment or just to say this is my house? Yeah.
And so then my friend Denny came along, a guy that I met at my cabin, and he says, I'm looking at that house next door to you, and he says, why don't I buy yours and that one both?
Oh, really?
And I said, okay.
Sure. The price is right.
The price was right. We worked that out.
Sure.
And so I had a buyer, and all I had to do was find something to move into. And I found 4800 Aldrich Avenue. And that was an 8-bedroom, 4-bath house.
Wow.
Twin home. It was divided.
Okay.
And
so a duplex type?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
With a 4-car garage. I mean, it was beautiful, right off of Lake Harriet.
Oh, wow.
And so we lived there for a while, and actually the rent was about equal again to the mortgage payment.
Oh, really? So you'd rent out the other side, and then you had the whole side to yourself.
Yeah. Huh. I had, I don't know, in that period of time, I had like 3 or 4 tenants.
Oh, wow. So was that always, so the first 2 homes were on, one thing is, do you remember the address on every home you lived in?
Sure.
You do? Wow, that's incredible. I can barely remember the one I do live in. That's, is that from real estate, or is that just, have you always had that kind of memory?
Well, I was in them long enough.
Sure.
And then, so we were there, and my friend Tom Kruger was a realtor, And
Now, at this time, are you a realtor?
come again?
Are you a realtor at this time? Or are you,
No,
what are you doing?
I wasn't yet.
Okay. What are you doing for a living?
I was selling insurance and securities.
Oh, okay.
The Strumman Agency, which is still in existence today.
Oh, wow.
And then I, because I was doing so well in real estate, I decided I would get licensed in real estate.
Okay.
And a guy by the name of Roger Gupton had News Realty.
Okay.
And the office is on 54th and Lindale. And so I said, well, I don't really want to work for anybody, but, I understand we have to have 2 years as an underling before you can be a broker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can be a realtor for 2 years back then. And once you do that, then you can qualify to be your own broker and
Right.
have your own house. Okay.
So he said, no problem. So I sold quite a few homes, and most of them were rental properties. And in general, that was the beginning. I ran across a guy by the name of John Vozika in Brooklyn Park.
Yeah.
As a builder.
Huh.
And he had some duplexes that he had built. And so I sold the first one, and he almost fell off his chair. And in the closing, I said, if you had some more land, I could probably sell 20 of these.
Really? And he was surprised to hear that?
Yes, he was.
Wow, he didn't have the vision you had, huh?
No.
Huh.
So he wasn't licensed as a realtor. He was just a builder.
Yeah.
And so we developed a partnership. He would build them, and I would sell them. And with John, I did probably 500 units.
Oh, wow.
At least 500 or 600.
Over 5 years?
No, it was a little longer than that.
Okay.
And then in general, I got to be known as the duplex king. And
oh, really?
And people would call me, agents.
Yeah.
And say, well, what do you got going right now?
Oh, really? Because you were always on the front end of it.
Yeah,
huh?
and they were on MLS, of course.
Sure.
But that went on, and ultimately, Tom came to me when in that house on Aldrich, and he says, you've got a pretty good equity here. There's a house out in Prior Lake that's just awesome.
Really?
I said, okay. Well, tell me about it. Well, it's 6,000 square feet.
Whoa.
It's got an in-ground pool in the basement.
Inside pool?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's got, 34 acres with it.
Huh.
And it was on the hill out by the ski area there.
By Bunker Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you could see the downtown Minneapolis from the living room.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was there for 6-8 years, and I ended up in a divorce.
Yeah,
so
that happens.
I built a house in Bloomington, and then the rest is history, I guess.
Really? Wow. Let's back up a little bit. When did you get into flying? Because you've flown a lot,
at
right?
Macalester, they had a flying program.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I'd always wanted to fly. Our farm was about a quarter of a mile from the runway in St. James.
Oh, okay.
It was a grass runway in those days.
Yeah.
So, you farm kid, you'd sit there and you'd watch them fly over.
And dream.
I really want to be up there.
Yeah.
So I got to Macalester, and we paid, get this, $5 an hour to rent a plane.
Oh my gosh. You couldn't.
And you get credit for graduation.
Sure.
And
so did you get licensed through college?
Yes.
Okay.
So I got that, and then later got my instrument rating, and I ended up flying all the way from Alaska to down into the Caribbean.
Oh, really?
South Caribbean, yeah. I covered a lot of ground.
And that's why you have that little bike you ride.
Yep. The bike came out of the back of the airplane.
Yeah. So you would, what's it like to fly in one of those small planes? I mean, you're flying. So how far can you go before you have to stop and get fuel or spend the night?
Well, about 400 miles in general.
Okay.
Obviously, it depends on how big an engine you've got and so forth.
Sure.
Bigger the engine, usually the tanks are bigger.
So did you own a plane?
I own 9 of them.
9 of them
over the years. Yeah.
You must have been very much into planes then. You got into being a pilot, and that was your passion.
Yep.
So did it start out where you're now you're selling houses so that you can get nice new plane?
No, I only bought one brand new.
Oh,
that was a Piper.
Yeah.
And that picked it up at the factory.
Really?
It's kind of cool.
Where's the factory?
In Florida.
Okay.
And I can't think of the name of the town. It's a well-known town.
Uh-huh.
But it was picked it right there, and the company instructor gave me a checkout.
Yeah.
And the plane wasn't ready when we got there in my old plane. And so we went ahead and they gave us a similar one to fly out to the Bahamas.
Oh, really?
Where we had a house rented. So then when we came back, it was ready. And away we went.
So did you go from Alaska to the Bahamas just to experience that, doing that? Or was it you happened to be in Alaska and you said, let's go to the Bahamas?
No, It was usually planned vacations.
Okay.
And my friend Jack Everett and we went all over the place together. He went to Macalester. We were in the same class and everything.
Okay.
So we planned lots of trips together. And he ended up buying a Cardinal, which is a Cessna.
Yeah.
And I had Pipers.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Well, kind of like the farmers with the green and red, the John Deere or yeah. Huh.
So anyway, we got down to Florida on a regular basis, usually twice a winter.
Okay.
And I'd fill the plane up with friends, and very often, probably 85% of the time, I'd have another airplane on our wingtip that was friends.
Oh, really?
So
that's awesome.
There's a lot of big houses in the Caribbean that you can rent.
Okay.
And in those days, we'd rent a house for a week for $500.
Wow. Yeah. Everything it's relative, but so you're flying over the water then, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're flying over the ocean. Does that give you any kind of cause to?
The first time.
Just
being 46 miles from West End to Florida.
Huh.
So you were 46 miles that you weren't over land.
Right.
And of course you could glide if you blew your engine.
Sure.
So, I mean, you have about 8 minutes probably in the middle that you are actually vulnerable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because that 8 minutes, you're kind of in no man's land where you couldn't glide to either shore.
Well, if you blew your engine.
Yeah. If you blew your engine. Yes. Yeah. So how long can you glide for? So obviously about 30 miles.
Well, it depends on how high you are, obviously.
Yeah. And wind, I suppose?
You can't glide, no, not 30 miles. If you were up at 8,000 feet, which is kind of a typical, you probably could glide for maybe as little as 5 or 6, 7, 8 miles.
Okay. Huh. I had no idea. I mean, all my experience with planes is through the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of it depends on whether you're at the beginning of the flight and you're full of gas.
Sure.
Or whether the back seats are empty.
Yeah.
And obviously, the lighter the plane, the further it'll glide.
So when did you start coming down to Arizona? Because, typically people either pick Florida or Arizona.
Right. So my friend and a guy that built a few houses for me, Larry Leiniger, lived in Bloomington.
Yeah.
And we got to be friends. And he built houses for me. So, it was, and he said, came in my office one day and he says, I'm moving to Arizona.
Really?
Says, oh, come on. No, I am. Well, okay, what's going on? Well, he was divorced, and his wife and kids were down here.
Yeah.
And he didn't care about the wife, but he
wanted to be near the kids. Yeah.
So he came down here, and he was always badgering me to come down and see him.
Sure.
And he had a house over in Scottsdale, and so we were enjoying ourselves. He would go to work, and I would be on my own. I could use his motorcycle.
Yeah.
I could use this or that or anything. He
Sure.
had a Corvette.
Really?
And I could use whatever I wanted. And one day he came in and he says, well, I'm going over to the West Valley, and I'm going to buy a townhouse over there. They call them casitas.
Huh.
And I said, okay. Well, what is it? Well, it's in a place called Westbrook.
Really?
So
what year was this?
This was in 1997.
Oh, so they're just building,
Yeah.
5 years in. Okay.
So we came over here, and the models were those right there.
Yep, right behind the golf course.
Yep. And so we were in there, and I was looking around, and I thought, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to Lori, and how
And
much
who's Lori?
Lori, Realtor.
Oh, Lori Ryland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because she worked for the builder that built these.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yep. Yeah.
And I says, well, what can we rent these for? And so she kind of coached me. And well, heck, if I buy one of these, I can use it and I can rent it, and it won't cost me hardly anything.
Right. Well, that seems to be your
back to my duplex
motto.
business.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I bought one over on 84th in Scotland Hills.
Okay.
And he bought one that day that we were over here. So I slept on it, and the next morning I got up. He went to work, and I says, "Well, I'm going back over. I'm going to buy one of those doggone casitas." So I did, and it was slam dunk. And no longer than 3 or 4 days, I was talking to my cousin Dennis, and I was telling him about it, and because they were down here renting, and so he came over. And he bought one. So Larry, Curt, and Dennis had 3 units in a row.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. And
Yeah.
you have your buddies when they come. How much time would you spend down here at that time?
Probably 6 weeks of winter.
6 weeks of winter. And
because I had plenty of renters.
Yeah. And you were cash flowing it. So,
yeah.
Wow. Nice.
And being in the sales business, you know a lot of people.
Yep.
And so there was a lot of people that I could entice into wanting to rent.
And how old are you at this point? 90.
Well,
so it's 90, let's say 97. That's 40 years ago?
50 some.
Okay. So about my age. You were still hustling and doing homes up
I worked until I was 80.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the nice thing about real estate. I mean, you can, you can do it at your own pace. You can do it for as long as you really want.
Work from down here even.
Did you? Did you ever get your license here in Arizona?
Nope.
No?
Never did.
No. How many homes in Westbrook have you owned? Because I know I want to know how many homes you've owned overall, but I think there's a big number.
3 in Westbrook and 1 in Sun City.
Okay. So 4 homes over the last...
Yep.
Huh.
That was very profitable. I mostly had buyers that came along wanted to buy the house, so they didn't have to haggle that much.
Oh, that's a good position to be in. So that's what brought you to Westbrook. What do you like about Westbrook? I mean, how long have you been living here permanently? Is that relatively new?
Since 01.
01? Oh, so yeah, it's relatively new, 24 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So was it hard to make that move to stay, to be here permanent? No.
Well, I didn't come down here permanent until 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Then I sold my Minneapolis, my last property up there.
Oh, that's right. You had a really nice condo up there, didn't you? Where you guys played pickleball and yes. So just 3 years ago, it's been permanent. But were you spending the majority of your time for the last 20 25 years, 24
No.
years here?
Half and half.
Half and half the whole time. Huh. Do you find the summers hard now that you're here all year round?
Yeah. But, if you stay in the house, it's not that big a deal.
No. And I always tell people, I don't think it would be, I mean, I go back to Minnesota, but I don't mind the heat. You don't notice till you go outside. And compared to, I feel like the cold of Minnesota winters they just sneak through the walls and put a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with winters either, for that matter. But
Really?
in general, Bonnie was pushing me hard to come down here because she didn't know anybody in Minneapolis.
Oh, sure.
So that was probably the impetus more than anything.
Huh. So what do you like best about Westbrook? I mean, back then you picked Westbrook, and obviously you think it was a good choice, or you would have moved somewhere else. Right? Correct? So what did you like about it? What really set you up?
Well, the friendliness, the variety of things to do, and people to be with.
Yeah.
And now that I'm into pickleball, and I got a very large number of people that you get to know and so forth. And when I was playing tennis, I ended up being the president of the tennis club.
Oh, did
just
you?
Before it kind of withered. And
sure. I mean, did pickleball just push tennis aside because it's so much funner?
Yeah.
I mean, so you played a lot of tennis?
Yeah.
You didn't play tennis in college, though?
Come again?
Did you play tennis in college?
No, I played racquetball.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can tell by your
when I was
pickleball game.
When I was just out of college, I had a friend that talked me into joining the decathlon in Bloomington, and so I joined there. And there was a group there that would play at 6:00 in the morning.
Huh.
And in general, I was an early person anyway. So I kind of got wound up with those guys, and we played until 2001 when the decathlon had the fire.
Oh, they had a fire?
Big time, yeah.
Huh.
So that was the end of it.
That was the end of the, huh.
And then when I came down here, I played a little bit of racquetball, but very little.
Yeah, pickleball is so much funner, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, that racquetball seems just nasty on how hard you guys hit the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mean sport.
So I've been doing early morning workouts virtually for 60 years.
Oh, wow. And how old are you now?
85.
85. And you still move around like at least on good days when I see you. Yeah.
It's definitely like I've got a large weight in my pants. No.
Slowing you down
nearly as fast as I used to.
No. And I don't know if I even remember how fast I used to move, because it seems like I watch young kids, and when you watch someone younger running by your house, and I'm like, wow, that's like a 6-minute mile. I don't even like to drive that fast through the neighborhood. So, well, I appreciate you doing the interview. Is there anything else you want to talk about? You got any hot topics?
I love Westbrook. I've recommended a lot of people come here, and they have.
Yeah.
And
do you still have your real estate license in Minnesota?
No, I quit.
Okay. How many years were you licensed in Minnesota?
Got licensed in 1968.
Wow, that's the year I was born.
And then I gave my license up in when I came down here 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. So. Huh.
So quite a while.
Is there a new duplex king in Minnesota now?
I don't know who it would be. I didn't will it to anybody.
You didn't will it to anybody? Well, hey, I appreciate you talking to me. I love hearing your story, and I'm fascinated by the being in a pilot. There's just so many things that could go wrong. I don't think I can handle it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a good place to be.
Yeah, up in the air. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
You have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Meet Your Neighbor podcast. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And feel free to share this podcast with your friends and fellow neighbors. Until next time, take care and keep connecting.